Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com. It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1244 for Thursday, December 16th, 2010, the PowerTel 500. The Daily GizWiz is brought to you by Ford and the new 2011 Ford Edge. It grabs attention as well as it grabs the road and features available My Ford Touch to connect you to your vehicle in new and innovative ways. The 2011 Ford Edge. Drive one this week at a Ford dealer near you.
And now, get ready for Dick.
It's Thursday, time to rock your socks off.
Does the GizWiz need another crappy theme? Yes, indeed.
Look, no hands.
It's Thursday. The GizWiz needs. It's Thursday. Another crappy theme. It's Thursday. The GizWiz needs. It's Thursday. Another crappy theme.
Yeah! Man. The only problem with bouncing on your ball, it tends to go out from under you.
Oh, be careful. You don't have a ball holder? I would think that you would.
Yes, her name's Sheila.
I was just going to say, you know.
No,
put that
I
in
don't have a
someone's-
ball holder.
In someone's job description. Either.
Well, they make, they do make, and I think it's cheating. They do make stands. So I sit, people who are just tuning in think we're insane. I sit on I'm out of breath. Instead of sitting in a chair all day, and, you know, I sit in something that's a little more active. It's a stability, they call it a stability ball. It is not a yoga ball. There is a very important distinction. The yoga balls pop, as I learned. You want a ball that's designed to do what I just did, which is bounce up and down on it. And they have much thicker rubber walls. And mine's 65 centimeters, it's big. And the reason I sit on it, is it more active sitting, it requires, lets you move around, makes sure it gives you more energy than slumping in a chair all day. They do make, though, for people who are concerned about balance, because, and it's funny, everybody who comes in the studio, we pose for, as you know, we pose for pictures.
Yes, yes.
And I put them on the ball, and sometimes people almost fall off, and I think, wow, that's interesting. So it is a little bit tricky to sit on this. So they make
I think the fact that you grease it before the photos, just for the laugh factor.
Just for fun. It's all in good fun. Just a little, levity to lighten our day. But they do make these stands. They have casters. Somebody sent me one. They have casters on them, and the ball goes in the stand. And the theory being then the ball doesn't roll away. But no, it's a terrible idea. It makes
Can't you just make like a little square of 2x4s just so it doesn't roll away?
It's not. If it rolls away, you go get it. It's not going to get away. It's not like running down the street trying to get. Although if I were this ball, I would. But it's trapped here. It can't. So the problem is, I put the casters on. The first thing I do, I sit down, and the ball goes right out from under me. It goes. So I don't think that's a good idea. Don't put casters on your ball. It's round enough. But I don't find it difficult to sit on this at all. It's easy, and it does keep me a little bit more, moving around. Keeps the blood going. Although by the end of the day, I'm ready to sit in a chair.
I bet.
Yeah.
In a way, it probably burns calories too, right?
I think that's kind of the idea. Although I've seen absolutely zero weight loss. Maybe if I ate a little less.
I don't think you're supposed to sit on the ball and eat.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It makes me hungry.
See, let me see if I can eat a steak while I'm on the ball. Oh, that worked. Let's see if I can eat wedding cake.
Now, one thing is to get the right sized ball, because this is 65 centimeters, fully inflated. Maybe well, when Jason Howell sits on it, it's too small for him. He actually, it's no good for him. Because he's 6'8" or something. So for me, as 5'10", 65 centimeters, perfect. My feet are flat on the ground. My knees are right angles. It's a good sitting posture, and I'm very stable, I think.
How do you measure yourself for a ball?
I don't know. It's supposed
sit
to
on a yardstick. I
yay
have
high.
no idea.
I don't know.
Yay high. Okay. Yay high.
It's got to be yay high. So what do you got for a gadget for us?
I got something a month or two ago. We did a special alarm clock for people who might be hard of hearing. Did you know that I read in the paper more than half the population of the United States is over the age of 50?
Well, I know I am. that's one.
Yeah. Well, do you know, more amazingly, 17% of all kids under 21 are over 50.
Now, that I don't understand.
Yeah, you see, now that's
How much?
statistics
You're
for
saying
you.
more than half of America is over 50?
The age 50.
Oh, that's the
Because
baby boomers.
Yeah, the baby boomers are done booming, and they're so
baby boomers were defined as the age group that was born when the servicemen came back from World War II. So it's starting in 1945, and I don't know. I mean, I was born in 56. I would say I'm at the tail end, right? The demographic bulge was from 45 to say 55 or 56 thereabouts. So yes, I mean, if I'm over 50, so all of those people are well over 50.
50.
Yeah.
So anyway,
You're a baby boomer.
I'm a baby boomer.
Yeah.
So people now, we did the magnifiers from Panthervision. A lot of people said, "Oh, these things are a great help." And about a month or two ago, we did from Amphicon, the alarm clock that rang at a huge 90 decibels. Well, now they sent me. They said, "Dick, we just came out with something new, a Deck 6, the phone technology.
Yeah,
it's called the PowerTel.
Yeah,
right? The PowerTel 500. So this is now a speakerphone that can amplify calls up to 50 dBs.
Oh, that's great.
It can ring up to 90 decibels. I didn't realize how loud 90 decibel was until I put it here in front of me and dialed my other number with my cell phone and almost hit the ceiling.
Jiminy Christmas.
I know. It has built-in strobe lights, but what's neat about both the clock and this new phone is that people who have hearing loss often have hearing loss in certain frequencies. And so with this phone, you can listen in to calls at different frequencies until you find what is a clear frequency for you. And then you can put that in memory, and two different people can do this.
And if you live in a New York City apartment, make sure to do this testing middle of the night.
Yeah, exactly. What's
Why? I can't hear that. I can't hear you. Woo! I don't know what that's going on. No, I don't think that's good.
Yeah. No, because if the phone doesn't wake you, your neighbors will be there in a minute.
That's right. You son of a man, gonna kill you. This is good. It's so unassuming looking.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it has giant buttons also for the numbers.
But I'm looking at it. It doesn't look like it could make 90 decibels of sound.
Well, you can see the two LED bulbs at the top.
Yeah.
Now, I believe you can also plug the vibrating pillow device in that comes with the alarm clock. So if you want the phone to ring and vibrate the pillow also. I mean, this is
for somebody who does not want to miss a call.
But wait, there's more.
What? How could there be more?
Okay. It's optional, but you can wear the wrist shaker. So that when the phone rings,
oh my
it's
God.
like, I know, it looks like a wristwatch, but it will vibrate your wrist to tell you to get inside and answer your PowerTel 500.
Unbelievable.
Now, this is a very specific kind of phone. It's $140. Hearing aid compatible, 9 different ringtones, 5 different ringer levels, as I said, all the way up to 90 decibels, flashing flashing LED lights, and it also can be a clock and an alarm. So if you didn't buy the clock and you need the phone, you could have a very loud ringing clock.
This is your wake-up call! Hello! Do they have a Gilbert Gottfried ring? That'd be good. Hello in there! Are you in there?
You know, we could approach them about that.
Yeah.
We could approach them about that, yeah.
It's somebody you don't want to do your answering machine message.
No, please, no. Oh, wait, Leo, take it with you. If you need display languages include Spanish and French.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bonjour, lève-toi, allons-y! Wow.
Anyway, so the Empficon PowerTel 500.
I'm glad they don't make cell phones like this.
You know what? Someone would have one.
Imagine going to the AARP convention.
That would.
And the phone rings.
Oh, that would be a riot. That would be a riot. The thing is, if they made it, 50 people would have it. You'd have to leave the room.
All right. Well, no, but we're being silly, but absolutely, this is something people need, especially as we get a little older and a little harder of hearing. It's not, look, this is going to be 10 years, 20 years in the United States. It's going to be sad because then it's not going to be 50% over 50. It's going to be 50% over 70.
Yeah.
And then 10 years from that, 50% over 80, and then 50% over 90. When it's 50% of the United States is over 100, we're in trouble.
Then we'll sell ads.
Then people will buy stuff from us. All right, you just sit there, don't move, and listen to this ad for the great new Ford Edge. What did he say? Ford Edge.
The Ford Sledge. When did they come out with that?
Ford sinking? Oh, no! The Ford Edge actually is a great vehicle to put Grandpa in to take him to the home. It's got fluid and aerodynamic shape, gorgeous inside, and it's got more second-row legroom than any other car in its class. So Grandpa will go in style. I love this. They got a Vista roof for the front. The forward panel tilts up or opens fully, but then there's a fixed rear skylight. So, there's the light of the day is coming through, or the moon. There's ambient lighting, so you can control the lighting and the colors and so forth. I have that on my Mustang. I love that. They really loaded this up with all the best features. It is a very nice vehicle, and with an EPA estimated 27 highway miles per gallon, that's the best in its class. A great V6 engine with 285 horsepower, so it's plenty of pep. And then, add on to top of that, the My Ford Touch, which I love. It's the Ford Sync Plus, the big 8-inch screen, and then the 2 little LCDs behind the steering wheel. You got on the 5-way switch pads on the steering wheel, so you never take your eyes off the road or hands off the wheel, but you have absolute control over everything that happens in that vehicle. And of course, the voice commands, the 911 assist, the turn-by-turn directions. You're going to love it. Go test drive an Edge right now. Just go right. Don't even wait for the end of the show. The 2011 Ford Edge at your local Ford dealer. And by the way, you still here? Go fire up your browser and go to twitfordfocus.com. One word, twitfordfocus.com. So take a look at the 2012 Ford Focus Global Test Drive. A chance for you to win with a friend a trip to Madrid to test drive the 2012 Ford Focus. You and a friend, a free trip to Madrid to the Spanish National Institute for Aerospace Technology. You're going to see this great, wonderful new car that Ford's developed. It's their new international car. There are 3 models, a 5-door hatchback, a 4-door sedan, and the 5-door wagon. It's coming out in early 2011, but you'll drive it before anybody else. And let me tell you, they have loaded this with technology. The latest parking technology, the Active Park Assist, which I tried on the Flex, and I loved. It's so neat. You push a button on the center stack as you're driving along. The car says, that's that one. It's big enough. It lets you know. It says, no, I've measured it. It's good. So then it says, okay. So you press the button and say, I'll take it. It says, okay, pull forward. So you're next to the parking space. You pull forward until it goes, okay, let me take it from here. It doesn't say that, but it beeps at you. And then you lift your hand off the wheel, You keep your feet, by the way, this was a mistake I made. Keep your feet on both the accelerator and the brake. Just a word of warning, an automatic car, apparently, little did I know, will continue to roll after you've parked unless you put your foot on the brake. Just a little hint. It was my fault entirely. Anyway, the wheel now, okay, so you press the button, say park it. So you pull forward till it goes beep, hands off the wheel, and then the wheel goes, it spins, the car goes, it parallel parks itself. That's when, by the way, you put your foot on the brake and you turn off the car. You don't just sit there like an amazed buffoon and let the car roll into the car behind you, as I did. Just a word of warning. I'm going, oh my God, it parked its own. No, it works really, really. It's amazing. It's like magic. It also has this torque vectoring control, which hugs the curves. The voice-activated sync, of course, with My Ford Touch. The new Ford Focus is going to be great. But be the first to drive it in Madrid, which is kind of a nice place to go. TWiTFordFocus.com. This is available to TWiT audience members worldwide now through December 31st, 2010. TWiTFordFocus.com. Beatles.
And our letter comes from our one and only Dr. Mom.
Dr. Mom!
Dr. Mom. A couple weeks ago, she said we were talking about the bagel guillotine and food-related injuries.
And she's a doctor.
She's a doctor. She said, I thought I would tell you some other food-related injuries you missed on that show.
Oh.
Burning the roof of your mouth when
Yes.
biting into a pizza.
Hot pizza mouth burn.
Eating that pool
Nasty.
of molten cheese. Oh.
I hate that. I've written, I read about that in Mad Magazine. That saved my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Number 2, reaching up to brush something off your face in a Mexican restaurant and inadvertently pepper spraying yourself
No.
when you forgot to remove the hot sauce from your fingers.
Oh, yeah, hot sauce finger to eye burn is terrible.
But she says, by the way, the treatment isn't water, it's ice cream or milk.
Really? Because of the fat?
I don't know.
Huh.
That's what she says.
Huh.
Number 3, impaling the roof of your mouth on a frozen Hershey Kiss when you don't wait for them to thaw.
This sounds like stuff that she's done to herself.
Yes, exactly. Because right after that it says, I've done that myself. When
Yeah,
desperate need of a chocolate fix.
I don't think that's a common injury.
No, I know. It's very funny. It's very funny. You know, when she gave that lecture at a college, she said that most, the thing we see most in hospitals is the frozen eclair burning the roof of the mouth, freezing the roof of the mouth.
No.
So, Dr. Mom, now we know a lot about you.
Yes.
You
Hey,
can't
what about
wait
this
to
one?
eat-
Nick Vestal in New York says, or maybe he's in Vestal, New York. I don't know. He says, what about the toothpick in the sandwich?
Oh,
And you take it, you go, oh, this looks good. I'm going to take a big bite. I've never had that happen, but I would imagine that would be very painful.
or a broken off toothpick in an hors d'oeuvre.
Ooh. Ooh.
Painful.
Don't you hate it when you're drinking a cup of water or a cup of coffee and you take a big bite out of the mug and swallow it by accident? Don't you hate it when that happens?
Yeah, I don't do that quite as often as eating a piece of tin foil and it touching 2 different fillings. Have you ever had that?
Oh, no. And it short circuits your brain and you
It
run around
does.
like a dog chasing its tail for an hour? I hate it when that happens.
No, maybe 45 minutes tops.
Do you ever have that coffee that comes out of a cat's butt and you drink the coffee and your eyes start to water, so you reach around for something to mop up the eyes with, and you grab a gasoline-soaked rag and you mop up the eye juice, and then you light a flame, and after your head explodes? You ever have that happen? I hate it when that happens.
Oh, yeah. That happened to me at lunch. It's so funny that you mentioned
Yeah, I
that.
hate that.
Yeah. Don't you hate it when you drink the cat butt coffee and your favorite cat says, hey, that wasn't mine?
I hate it when that happens.
Fooled you.
Well, Dr. Mom, thank you for that lexicon.
Oh, wait a minute. She says, Leo, one of these days I'll complete my tour of the shrines of TWiTdom by visiting the cottage, although I can't imagine how it will top Disneyland. Well, she has to go to the cottage soon.
Yeah, there ain't going to be no cottage after about April or May.
Oh, well, that's enough time.
Yeah.
That's 6 months.
Yeah, because that's what I'm planning to light the rag on fire and have my head explode.
Right.
No, I think we're probably going to be here. Yeah. Spring, early summer. We'll probably be moving into the new studio. You know, the cottage will be around for a while, though. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
They've asked us to dismantle it and ship it piece by piece to the Smithsonian.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, they want to put it in the Air and Space Museum. They got a big space there where there used to be a 747. They want to reassemble it and just have it sit there in perpetuity.
You know what? Why don't you just call Colleen and say, Colleen, come and take everything that's yours.
They'd pretty much the whole
And
thing
then
would fall
they'll
over. Yeah.
Be the ball.
Right.
They'll just have the
Nothing
ball.
left. The cottage would implode. Nothing left holding it up. No, I think it's going to be sad to leave here because it's a lot of history here. And once we take down the paintings, the marks on the walls are going to really be a problem.
Leave the paintings. Leave the paintings.
I might. There's that place where I hit the wall with the whole. Oh,
Yeah. I think whoever moves in will love all those pictures of the Ford Focus. Trust me.
Hey, Dick, tomorrow we go to the warehouse.
You do indeed.
I hope there won't be snow. Have you got your mucklucks heated up?
I got my mucklucks, and I'm thinking about buying that Milwaukee 12-volt heated jacket.
Good idea. Dick, see you then.
I'll be here.
DAIL-Y. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.